Welcome to the deep dive. Today we are looking at a $600 black box that is basically quietly killing the AV industry's biggest enemy.
Yeah, cable clutter.
Exactly, cable clutter. We've got the spec sheet here from HDTVSupply for the QSC QIO-L4o network expander. And our mission today is to figure out how this little device completely rewrites the rules of audio system design. So, okay, let's unpack this.
To really see why this piece of hardware matters, you kind of have to picture the old way of doing things. I mean, imagine a massive congested highway.
Oh, right, where every single analog signal has to travel back to one spot?
Exactly. Every microphone, every speaker in a building has to go all the way back to a single toll booth, and that toll booth is your central processor.
Which sounds highly inefficient.
It is. I mean, it requires pulling miles of heavy copper wire through walls just to make a basic sound system work.
And heaven forbid you decide, you want to add just one more microphone in a boardroom on the third floor.
Yeah, you are suddenly ripping up ceilings just to get a physical wire back to that central rack.
Right. But this QSC unit, it changes that traffic pattern entirely by doing something called decoupling.
Right, decoupling. And what's fascinating here is how it physically separates the inputs and outputs from that central processor.
So instead of that congested highway, you are basically building a high-speed rail network with localized digital stations.
That's a great way to put it. The QIO-L4o sits right in the room where the audio is actually happening.
Is this essentially like a highly advanced professional version of a smart home hub? Like allowing dumb audio devices to suddenly speak a smart network's language?
That is exactly what it is.
Okay.
And looking at the specs, it provides 4 line outputs that handle a massive range. We are talking from negative 36 dBu all the way up to positive 24 dBu.
Wait, so it really isn't picky at all?
Not at all.
You can handle a whisper quiet microphone at negative 36?
Yeah.
Or like a blasting line level output at positive 24.
Yeah, you don't need a stack of separate, specialized converters for different gear anymore. This one box translates whatever analog signal you throw at it into digital network data for the QSYS platform. It brings non-networked legacy audio devices right into a cloud-manageable ecosystem. And this modularity perfectly complements the newer generation of processors.
Like the Core Nano or the Core 8 Flex, right?
Exactly. Those modern units are actually built with fewer onboard I/O options because they just assume you are going to use distributed edge processing exactly like this.
Okay, so edge processing sounds great in theory, but I have to ask, if I am putting one of these modules in every single room, haven't I just traded a tangle of analog audio cables for, I don't know, a tangle of Ethernet cables and power supplies?
You would think so, but no.
How is the networking actually physically cleaner then?
Because it runs on PoE. Power over Ethernet.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, you aren't hunting for a power outlet under a boardroom table or adding bulky power adapters to your floor boxes. One standard CT6 cable drops in, provides both the data and the power, and you are immediately on the QSYS network.
That is incredibly clean. And the physical footprint is tiny.
Oh, it is. It surface mounts seamlessly or takes up just a quarter width of a 1RU rack space.
The HDTVSupply specs also mention you can daisy chain up to 4 of these devices together on a single network run. But I have to push back a bit here.
Okay, go for it.
If I am stringing 4 of these nodes together on one run, aren't I risking a huge bottleneck or a single point of failure if that one main cable gets cut?
Well, it is a risk you always have to calculate, sure. But if we connect this to the bigger picture of enterprise system design, the scalability benefit usually outweighs that limitation.
What's up?
Well, imagine you are expanding a finished operational sports bar. Daisy chaining allows for rapid future expansion.
I see.
Right, you just link into the QSC node that is already in the room, rather than undertaking the labor-intensive, really expensive process of pulling brand new network cables all the way back to the server room.
So what does this all mean for you? Whether you are configuring a corporate space, designing a massive venue, or just analyzing how clever tech evolves, this reveals a massive shift.
Yeah, the AV industry is borrowing the best secrets from IT infrastructure.
Exactly. We are moving away from brute force analog wiring toward elegant edge processing, essentially turning physical rooms into simple digital nodes.
It is really all about putting connectivity exactly where you need it, untethering the physical hardware from the raw processing power.
Which leaves us with a pretty interesting thought to chew on.
Oh, what is that?
Well, if we are already putting these digital nodes at every single endpoint to convert analog signals to network data, how long until the speakers and microphones themselves just have the network node built right in?
Making even these intermediate expander boxes a thing of the past.
Exactly. Something to think about.